If you drive around Japan, you will see lots of normal things. Skyscrapers, parks, people crossing the street. But if you look closely, you will also notice something different. Almost no one is paying with cash. Everyone is paying with the most advanced payment method known to mankind. Beep, beep. When I visited Japan for the first time, I thought this was because Japanese people don't like to spend money. But that couldn't be further from the truth. The average Japanese person saves 18% of their income. And when you factor in the high taxes that they pay, it jumps to over 23%. That is twice as much as Americans. And it's not like Japanese people are earning less either. They earn about the same amount as Americans. So why do they have so much more money saved up? Well, after talking to many locals, it turns out there is a secret. And that secret is an ancient budgeting method called kakaibo. It has been around for over 600 years, and it might be the reason why you will never be rich. The way it works is simple. Every single day, you write down every single thing that you spent money on. Now, back in the olden times, you would physically write everything down in a notebook. These days, you can use an app. I found one called Spending Tracker, which basically does the same thing. After you log your expenses, you categorize them into needs or wants. Anything you can't live without is a need. Anything you can live without is a want. Then, at the end of the month, you tally up your wants and try to find ways to cut them down next month. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would I want to track every single expense? That sounds ridiculous. Why would I want to do that? Well, imagine you had a personal finance coach that followed you everywhere, whispering in your ear every time you were about to make a purchase, telling you whether you should buy or not. Wouldn't that be nice? Well, that's exactly what happens when you start tracking your expenses. You suddenly become way more aware of your spending. It becomes very clear which purchases are which ones you can actually justify. And all of a sudden, you start cutting back on your wants. It's like when you play the lottery. Even though the odds are 1 in 175 million, you still get sucked in because you think, hey, one day it might be me. One day I'm going to win. And this tiny glimmer of hope makes you keep buying ticket after ticket. Well, tracking your expenses is kind of like a lottery, except instead of winning millions, you win financial freedom. You might not feel it right away, but over time, your savings rate will slowly start to increase. You won't realize it at first, but before you know it, you will have enough money saved up to retire early. Pay off your debts and stop stressing about money. But here's the thing, most people don't want this. Most people are happy living paycheck to paycheck going into debt, and then getting a credit card to pay off that debt, and then going into debt again. It's a vicious cycle. If you really want to break free from it, you have to start tracking your expenses. The problem with modern apps is that they don't really help you reduce your expenses. They just help you track them. So if you really want to cut back, you need a completely different app. What I recommend is a budgeting app. It doesn't just allow you to track your expenses, but it also helps you categorize them and gives you tips on how to reduce them. I've been using it for 2 weeks now, and I'm already spending less money. The good news is that you don't need to wait until the new year to start tracking your expenses. You can start today. All it takes is a few minutes. You can literally do it while waiting in line at the grocery store. So take action right now. Download the app and start tracking your expenses. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll even become one of those weird rich people who stash away their cash. But before you do, please enjoy these other videos.